We are now a 501c3 all-volunteer organization committed to ending homelessness in Plymouth. We first initiated the Overnights of Hospitality, a program which rotates week by week among 7 different congregations, bringing men in from the cold during the winter months. We average 6 men per night during the first season and have nearly doubled that in our 5th season. Supporting our program, we have over 250 volunteers from the various faith-based groups and the community at large. Our volunteers provide meals, transportation, host the overnight guests, and serve in many other ways. We knew from the very beginning that the overnights was not a permanent solution. Fortunately, just 2 months after the start of the overnights program, we were offered the use of a half duplex rent-free for a few months in North Plymouth. The task force voted to use this for permanent housing for up to 5 homeless men who were already sober or working towards sobriety. In October 2005, the task force entered an alliance with Father Bill's with the hope of looking at the feasibility of long-term leasing or buying next step or looking at other alternatives. With the idea of using the house in this possible purchase, the task force met with the owner of the duplex. He was agreeable to allow us to continue to lease it to us on a month-to-month basis. In the 5 years we've been renting, there have been no incidents at this house requiring police intervention. One of the men serves as the house manager. There are rules in place. A caseworker from Father Bill's works with some of our individuals. Men are asked to pay a minimum of $200 per month. With the state subsidies that we receive, the rent we collect, and fundraising, we have been able to support the house financially. Although we consider the next step as permanent housing, some former tenants have moved to independent housing. In December 2006, Father Bill's received a state grant under the Home and Healthy for Good program to fund several units for homeless individuals in the Plymouth area, based on the Housing First model. The task force worked with Father Bill's case manager to identify the individuals who meet the guidelines of chronic homelessness and proven disabilities. The task force is a member of the Plymouth County Housing Alliance, a continuum of care regional HUD entity committing to ending homelessness. Through this organization, we were able to secure HUD funding for 6 single-room occupancy, also known as SROs, dedicated to Plymouth. So between the state and federal funding, we have pulled 13 men off the street. While we have placed these 13 individuals into permanent housing, the need continues to grow, as evidenced by the increase in number of overnight guests, which is nearly doubled our first seasons. For several years, we have been looking for the right house to expand our capacity to provide more permanent housing units.